Could you tell me how many times a day, on average, you click?
Well, it depends how often I'm disturbed, I suppose. So the only reason I do it is if something's trying to eat me, or if alternatively I've fallen on my back. Usually I can get myself over onto the front again, but sometimes I can't. In that case, I'll just click myself up in the air and, well, 50-50, I'll come back on my feet.
Why do you keep falling on your back? Are you sort of quite clumsy?
Perhaps you could say I'm clumsy. I'm certainly not the most adept sometimes at crawling around on trees.
So when you fall on your back, can you describe how this click happens and how you get back on your feet?
Absolutely, yes. It's very straightforward for me because I'm used to doing it so much. So there's a little peg on the front of underside of my body which fits into a little receptacle. And it's like loading a trigger on a rifle or something. And there's a muscle that counteracts it, so that when I pull my body so that this little peg pulls out of the receptacle, the muscle has got all this stored up energy, throws me up into the air. So I fly up into the air about 30 centimetres.
That's quite a long way for you. How long are you?
Well, I'm about a centimetre, so about 30 times my own height. So the things that get all the attention are probably fleas as being these amazing jumpers. And yeah, they're not bad, but I'm pretty good as well.
But when this happens, do you sort of land quite lightly? Is it quite? Do you enjoy it? Is it fun, or does it feel a bit strange?
I don't know about being fun, but I certainly don't have any ill effects from it. But the sad thing about it is that I can't guarantee that I'm going to land on my feet. So I always take off at the same angle, but it's 50-50 whether you come down on your back or on your front.
Can you just give me a little noise of how it sounds or not? Is that possible?
Well, it's what it is. It's a click. It's a.
Thank you very much. What's your diet like? Do you have a good diet? What's your favourite food?
Well, as an adult beetle, now that I'm fully grown up, I like to wander about on trees and plants, usually on the taller trees, and eat pollen and perhaps suck a bit of nectar as well. But as a beetle, I have biting mouth parts, so I like to chew things. So pollen grains, I actually bite and eat and take them down. Perhaps a bit of vegetation as well, but that's very different from when I was a larva. And in my particular case, I live underground as a larva, and I'm eating vegetation mainly. So if you're a gardener and you like to grow potatoes, then you might find me actually gnawing into your potatoes. Some people don't like that.
Oh dear, no, that doesn't make you very popular. And how long do you live as an adult normally, on average?
As an adult, only perhaps a month or two, three months, something like that.
And you do this other quite interesting. There's this other quite interesting way of protecting yourself, where you play dead. When do you have to play dead? Who are your predators that you have to play dead with?
Well, again, you're talking about myself as an adult, of course. So I play dead because, I'm also fairly boringly coloured. My particular species, I'm a sort of dark brown on my head and thorax, and a more chestnutty colour on my wing cases, and slightly sort of tapered at the end. Which is like, I look a bit like a big brown seed. So the thing that eats me mostly are probably birds. They're the biggest predator of many insects. So I'm looking out for birds. I have a nice hard exoskeleton, but that doesn't put them off always. So if they look at me and start to peck near me and actually touch me, then that's when I play dead. That's when I might fall off my tree. Not quite my perch, but fall off my tree. And when I do that, I pull my legs in, and I have beautiful little grooves where I can put my legs into my body. And the same for my feelers, my antennae. They go down little grooves down the back of my head. So I can be really streamlined. Drop to the floor, I look like a seed. If this particular bird or small mammal, whatever it might be, is still very interested, that's when I can employ my wonderful click escape. So it's not just about getting me off my back, it's actually really about flying me away from something that's trying to eat me.
Do you talk to other beetles?
Other beetles? Well, not a lot really. I mean, as a beetle, as an insect, I live in a different world to you. I live in a world that's dominated by chemicals, by smells, by touch. You know, I have. You're an inferior species in many ways. You know, you can't touch with your feet a plant and actually taste it, whereas most of us insects can do that. So we know what we're walking on and whether it's nice to eat or not. So
You can taste with your feet.
most many insects can taste with their feet. Yes, you mean you can't? I mean, it's something which is extremely useful when you think about it. If you're an insect crawling around.
If you had a message for us, what would it be?
Pay attention to the small things in life. Just because we're not beautifully coloured and very obvious doesn't mean to say we're not important.